Hello, Internet, and welcome back to A Traveling Knitter. I'm your host, Steph, and I'm podcasting to you from Columbus, Ohio. This is a first, but I am re-recording this episode. This is the first time in the 6 years that I've had a podcast where I've had to re-record something, and it's literally my fault. I had, when I got this new iPhone, AirDrop. The AirDrop doesn't work the same as all my previous iPhones. And so when I will select AirDrop, it doesn't always find my Mac, and my phone needs to be on and active, and it won't stay active if it's transferring a large file. So it'll fail, and my phone will time out just like normal because nothing's happening on it. And with this one, it said that it did transfer, but it actually didn't. It had failed, and I had already deleted the footage. So yes. So here we are doing this again. So I've moved all of my stitch markers or progress keepers. So I'll try to be able to show where I was. And I've gotten like considerably farther in some of these projects than I was last week when I had originally recorded this. First up are socks. So I finished my latest pair of vanilla socks. I was basically like at the heel of one of these. So I had a full sock finished, and then I was at the heel of another one. These turned out so cute, don't you think? I love the color combo of the like soft peachy pink with this cranberry red, and then these black and gray stripes. I love this yarn. I actually did buy a full sweater quantity worth. And side note, apologies if you can hear all the background noise. One, I think someone is now vacuuming, and two, there are two like trucks with cranes on them, like cherry pickers, that are outside working on the building across from me. So I actually have all my windows closed now because of how loud it is. Anyway, these turned out so cute. So these are going to be a gift for my friend. I have started making socks for my friends that don't knit, and I love that because I have so many pairs of socks at this point that I don't want to make every single one for myself. So these are for a friend. I think they look really cute. This is Whale Belly by A Homespun House. And then the red is a Court of Thorns and Roses Advent Calendar mini from Once Upon a Corgi, who is no longer Once Upon a Corgi. I'll put her company name down here somewhere because I don't remember what it is. It's like cauldrons and something. I can't remember. So those are the completed objects. I love having something finished. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna pull bags. I have my show notes, but they're based on the order that I had it set up last time, and I don't have that order anymore, so I'm just gonna grab things. In this project bag that I made myself is my Ripple bralette by Jessie Made Designs. I am still on the ribbing, and I want to say, so my progress keeper was definitely down here. I think I had maybe 3 rounds. Had about 3 rounds or so, and then I moved it after I had podcasted, but now I can move it again. So, yeah. Not much to say about this because this has been in so many podcast episodes. But I'm just kind of trucking away. I have mods to it. I'm knitting a size large, normally I would be a size small, and this is that size small, but I didn't like the gauge that this ended up in, so I went up several sizes and down several needle sizes. And then for the ribbing, I'm doing a full twisted rib. So you can see there's the twisted rib, but then when you look on the inside, it's not twisted. So complete twisted rib for me. And the yarn is Teal Torch Knits in Dancing on Top of Cars. I freaking love this colorway. I love it so much. I think it's awesome. And I will have extras, and I can't wait to knit socks out of this. Another project bag that I made for myself. I love the color aesthetic of this with the sky baby blue and the light pink and then the light greens. These are another pair of socks. They're the Snowfall socks by Tabby Gandy. She is one of the Hey Sister Knits podcast who is, I feel like maybe they're done. They haven't podcasted in almost 2 years. They stopped dyeing yarn, which was so sad, but I bought so much yarn when they announced that they were stopping. And yeah, so I have like 3 sweaters quantity of yarn from them that I ordered at one time, either 2 or 3. But either way, that is what these socks look like. It's very hard to see, but there are like ridges, pearl bump ridges. So I'll show the picture. So that's what they'll look like. And the yarn I'm using is Knit Picks Hawthorne in the Vancouver colorway. This could go potentially to one of my guy friends or another one of my girlfriends. I'll have to ask if he likes this color. And then if he does, I will give them to him. If he doesn't, then they'll go to another person. And then the mini I plan to use is this like tobacco brown color. Hawthorne, Knit Picks Hawthorne is not my favorite yarn to knit with. I don't like the twist on it. The high twist that it has. Not really into that. So I probably will not ever buy Hawthorne again. I have knit one other pair of socks out of Hawthorne, and those are mine. And so then I have this one, and I think I have another skein of Hawthorne, and then that'll be it. It's just not my preferred. Next up, I'll talk about this. So I'm knitting a sample knit for a yarn store here in Columbus, and when I first podcasted, I was not finished. Now I am finished with all of the knitting. I just have to sew it together and block it. So this is going to be the squarish. It is, you basically knit 2 rectangles, and it looks very short, but it blocks out a lot. So you knit 2 rectangles that are the same size, and then you seam it together to basically make a shirt. So you seam the shoulders and the sides, and then you're done. So finished. I just need to seam these, block them, and then we're good. So my goal is this weekend to do that so that I can give that to her. The yarn I used is Shibui Knits Twig, and Twig is a 46% linen, a 42% recycled silk, and then a 12% wool. And this colorway or color is canary. Very lovely, bright yellow. I ended up using 3 skeins. That's what she asked me to strive for, to see if I could make this in just 3 skeins, which I did. I have a very loose gauge, so it worked out. It's like just at the schematics, so I'm hoping that it is long enough. Looking at the pictures of this pattern, it is sort of short. If I were to make this myself, I would have made it longer, but I do have a longer torso. So yeah, but that's what this is. Oh, and Squarish is by Hillary Carr. And the pattern has, you can make it out of, I mean, obviously you can make it out of whatever you want, but the pattern is made out of either Shibui linen or Shibui twig. So obviously this will be gone by the time I podcast next or I film next. So in the next episode, I will either add a clip of me wearing it or I'll have pictures so that you can see the finished object. I've been working pretty diligently on my next project, which is the Page of Wands cowl. This is by Audrey Borrego, and it was a mystery cowl. Such a tongue twister there. And it is themed off of tarot cards. The last time you saw this, I was like down here, I think, or like right by the yellow. So I've done all of this. Oh no, I think it was here. I can't remember. I've already moved my progress keeper, so. But I've got about 70 more rounds to go. So I will have this finished by the next podcast. I am like positive, because my weekend plans, other than seaming that shirt, which shouldn't be difficult at all, I plan to be working on this thing because I would love to have things done. I am in like such an antsy mood to cast on new projects, but as you can kind of see, I have a lot of projects on the needle right now, and I'm very close on so many of them. So yeah, this is a very woolly cowl. When I block it, I hope that it gets a little bit softer. The yarn that I'm using, or Ramagan in Finalgan, and I've talked about these colors so often because I've been knitting this for almost a year. But I have beige, and then this one's like a reddish brown, and then I have Jameson Spindrift is the yellow. Can't wait for this to be finished. Love to see how this blocks out. And it's in this basket that I got at a yarn festival. Another project that is in the Fringe Supply field bag that I have is my Birds of a Feather. I've moved the progress keeper on this as well. Ooh, it's falling. But I had knit essentially a whole section. So my progress keeper was down here, and I knit all of that lace yarn mohair, and then a little bit of the normal wool. This is a Birds of a Feather by Melanie Burke, and I've talked about it several times. I'm not enjoying knitting this, but I will be so glad when this is finished. Like, it's a beautiful shawl, but I don't like the increases on the sides. As I've said 10 times, 10 podcasts. The yarn is beautiful. It again is Teal Torch Knits, Sinking in My Soul, and A Sunday Kind of Love. And they look beautiful together. Lastly, in this giant bag, because I have like leftover yarns from other projects in here, but it is my second Any Day sweater by Kate Lily France, or Lily Kate France. And here is where I'm at. Ooh, tingled. So I have separated for the sleeves, and if I turn it so that it's correct, this is what it would be like. So you knit it inside out so that you don't have to purl the whole time, and then you do have this running slip stitch on both the front and the back, and then you have this stitch bump around where the ribbing and the body starts. The first one that I made, I pretty much followed the schematic to be that size, and it's perfect for dresses, but it's too short for pants. So with this one, I did make it about 2 inches longer than my other one, so that it works better with jeans, like high-rise jeans. And I love it. I love this sweater. I love the first one. I'm going to love this one. I'm using the same yarn, just a different colorway, and it is Knit Picks Wonder Fluff in Hair Heather. I can't recommend these combos enough. I got the idea from Constance of stitching over the days. She knit a bunch of these sweaters out of this yarn, and it's brilliant. It works great. The yarn looks so nice. It is soft, I mean, if you're super sensitive, this is maybe a smidge itchy, but it's not itchy to me. There is a bit of fluff. It does kind of fluff out a bit, but I love it. I love it so much. So soft. I think the color is great, and it's, you know, pretty affordable. It's pretty affordable. So, and very fast to knit. Like, this is maybe a couple hours to do this. So I recommend this. I recommend this. And even though it's only been 20 minutes, I'm done. What a quick episode. Didn't really blather along. I stuck to what I was knitting and gave you the facts and showed it to you. I feel pretty good about that. What has happened in my life since I podcasted? Well, hard to remember, but I am fully vaccinated. I think in the last episode I did talk about how I got really, really sick from being vaccinated. That's all done. I have gone to a restaurant with my friends, and then I've gone, we've just been doing stuff now. And in Ohio, and then yesterday or 2 days ago in the whole United States, the mask mandate is being lifted, which is very interesting because you don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated, but I feel like the people who weren't wearing masks weren't vaccinated to begin with. So now the burden of like enforcing something like that, you don't have the government backing you anymore. So we'll see. I am very glad that I don't have to wear a mask anymore. I love lipstick. This is such a like first world complaint, but I love lipstick, and you don't really wear lipstick in public anymore because of your mask. So that'll be nice. Also, I'm a glasses wearer, and so if ever I was like going out, I had to switch to contacts because I just still could not master making my mask or my glasses not fog up. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to be here finally. Yeah. What else? Soccer, the Challenge Cup, my team won, which was fantastic. So I root for the Portland Thorns, and they won the Challenge Cup, and it was great. It was so great. I was so happy. In other news on my channel, I've been posting those TBR books as well as those wrap-ups. I hope that you enjoy them, and if not, that's cool. I like books, so I'm going to keep doing them for the time being. But yeah, the rest of this weekend, I'm thinking of rollerblading. I might go to a craft show. We'll see. There's quite a few of them popping up. There's farmers markets popping up again. You know, it's the start of summer, but also like 2019 summer. So I'm here for it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments, for being a subscriber or not being a subscriber. If you have any questions about any of the projects that I showed you, please let me know down below. I do have project pages for most of them. I don't get too detailed on them, but you know, if there's something that you want me to add there, just let me know. But that's it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.